This special T.I. in-studio broadcast was brought to you by your local Chevy dealers and ChevyOffice.com.
The way you turned the apology into a promotion of the album.
Real talk. You know, I'm going to bring you the real. You know, I'm going to always bring you the real. I ain't never been a person to hide my imperfections from the public. You know what I'm saying? I've always been real open. When I had to go sit down, I told everybody, hey, look, I'm going to have to go sit down. And, you know, and this is no different. That was just a step backward for me. You know what I'm saying? One of those things where you win the battle and lose the war. You know what I'm saying?
Can I ask what happened?
Why would you say to me, man? You know, just...
Oh, somebody said something?
Yeah, somebody came out their face sideways at me, and I just couldn't account for my behavior afterwards.
When you said that they were resolved, and was it really resolved? Was it a conversation?
I mean, I honestly, let's just say representation from both parties have spoken.
Oh, that's good.
And I really left it there. I ain't thought no more about it since then. It was water under the bridge for me.
That's good. So there's no concern of any kind.
Nah, man, nah. Unless somebody want to hurt me, you know what I'm saying? I'm cool. I don't want to hurt nobody.
Okay, good. That's good. We like that. We don't want nobody to get hurt.
Hey, man, I'm real straight up and down. What you see is what you get, man. You know what I'm saying? If I say it's cool, it's cool.
But you can't run around starting trouble.
People can't come around coming out their face sideways at me.
So what? So what makes you apologize then? Because I
apologize because of the setting. You know what I'm saying? It was just inappropriate.
Oh, right, because people from the label and.
I mean, just people from the label. Nobody could make me apologize. You know, I just felt that I had disturbed a positive event with something negative. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody was there to celebrate success and you know, just to honor the greats in this thing we got called hip hop.
And here you go after that.
And here T.I.P. go, you know, doing his thing, man. And
you blame T.I.P. every time you do something wrong?
Absolutely, yes. Yes. He's responsible. I mean, but you know, the thing I'm coming to notice. I say it in my head all the time, but you know, actions are more difficult than conversation. You know, I say that I can't let other people's actions dictate, you know, how I do, you know, my reactions.
Well, we're gonna, what's the next song we're getting into? You know what it is?
Yeah. My man Clef helped me out with this one.
You got a couple songs with Clef on that.
Yeah, I got two. He did one for T.I. and one for T.I.P.
Is that how it works?
Yeah.
I think that's kind of nice. So this one is You Know What It Is.
Absolutely.
Anything they should know about it, what it's about, what...
I mean, you know what it is. It's just familiarizing people. If anybody's been questioned or questioned themselves, why T.I. is the king or why T.I. at the top of the game right now, I'm just telling them, man, you know what it is. You ain't got to ask. You know what I'm saying? It's self-explanatory, baby. Proof's in the pudding.
All right, so we're going to get to that right now. You Know What It Is featuring Wyclef. Then we're going to get to the joint with you and Jay.
Yeah.
We're going to do those two back to back. And then we're going to come back with some questions from the audience, all right? So we're here live with T.I. at the in-studio series in Top 97 with Hip Hop Live. Albums and stores tomorrow, people.
Go get it, baby.
Yeah, man. Top 97 in-studio series live with T.I. Tomorrow, T.I. versus T.I.P. That was on the album. It's called,
Watch What You Say to Me.
Watch What You Say to Me.
Real talk. I mean, honestly, man, all of these songs are inspired by true-to-life events. Every last one of them.
That, of course, features the kid Jay-Z.
Yeah, featured Young Homie.
Yeah. And, Watch What You Say to Me, like he said.
WQHT, New York. This is another Hot 97 exclusive Money Can't Buy. The Hot 97 in-studio series, hosted by Angie Martinez, is on. Brought to you by your local Chevy dealers and ChevyOffers.com. In studio tonight.
It's T.I.P., man, you understand that?
T.I.
We're live today. Secret location spot, T.I. in-studio series. Please, everybody, make some noise for T.I. Where is he? Bring him out. Tomorrow the album's in stores.
What's up, babe?
Come over here. Tomorrow the album's in stores, T.I. versus T.I.P.
Yeah.
And we are here to celebrate that today. We're going to play songs. We're going to talk to the crowd. We are absolutely live. What time is it? 4:01 on a Monday. What's up, homie?
What's happening?
How you feeling?
I'm coolin'.
This is the people.
Hey, what's happening, people? New York City, what up?
T.I., this young lady in the pink shirt, she says that she's your wife.
I beg to differ. Nah, I appreciate it, baby. I love you too.
She loves you. So I was just supposed to let me fix your chain, your big heavy chain and stuff over here. There you go. Nice.
How rude of me. I should tuck this in.
No, it's very nice. It's good. It's eye candy. It's good for us to look at.
Alright.
So, alright, so tomorrow, so how you feel about tomorrow?
Man, I'm ecstatic. You know, I'm real satisfied with the outcome of the album. I put a lot of myself into it. And, you know, this is one time I can really say I made a fan's album. Anybody who care anything about T.I. or T.I.P. for that matter, you know, if you've been following my life from the beginning of my career, especially this last year, you know what I'm saying, all the material on this album was inspired by real life events. So I'm real, you know, I can't wait to see how people receive it.
So the T.I.P. thing, is that really like a real conflict you go through every day?
But it has been ever since. Now, not every day.
Well, I don't know what, I'm sorry, but I don't know what T.I.P. stood for in the first place.
It doesn't stand for, it's not an acronym, it's an abbreviation. Tip is my name.
That's not your real name.
Nah, it's the name my daddy gave me.
Okay.
I believe his grandfather was named Tip.
Okay.
And my mom, my partners, my grandmama, everybody.
And then where did the change come? Where did the T.I. come?
The T.I. came. That's when I like right in between when I got signed and when I dropped my first album, L.A. Reid and KP said I had to change my name.
That's what they said.
Yeah. So you know.
So now, it's
I mean, it was. I could break it down. It was basically a conflict between my personal and my professional. You know, it was the person that I had always been,
which was Tip,
versus the person that I had to become, which was T.I.
And I'm sure there's conflict within that, and that's
absolutely.
I get it.
Right on.
I get it. So the album is in stores tomorrow. Everybody here got the copy, right? Yes?
Okay.
Oh, you didn't get yours yet? You're going to have them today. Before they're
going to be hot at me, man. They're going to be tight.
No, we're going to make sure that's good. So we're going to play some stuff today. We're going to talk about it. We'll get to Big Things Poppin' first.
All right.
Anything, I know we all know the song, but is there anything you, I don't know, want them to know about it? Who produced it?
Manny Fresh produced it. This song, I picked this song to be the first single because it, in a nutshell, describes where I am in life and in my career right now. All
right, let's get it. Big Things Poppin'. First joint today on the In Studio series. We are live with T.I. The album in stores today. And Big Things is definitely poppin'.
That's right. Angie Martinez, baby.
Big Things Poppin'. Big Things Poppin'. The In Studio series, we're live today. T.I. is in the building.
That's right.
The album is in stores tomorrow.
That's right.
T.I. versus T.I.P.
Indubitably.
This is... good word. So we're live, so we are, you're in town for this, and I would imagine you're heavy on the run right now in promo mode, right?
Yeah, I got to go make a flight. I got to head to the A, man. You know, I got a lot of big things popping down there the next few days, and headed to Houston, Dallas, back to LA, back to Atlanta. I got a lot of things going on.
Let me say that the BET, I saw you in the BET Awards.
Okay.
So,
thank you.
Evidently your wife and some other people saw you in the BET Awards. So, also. And I was, surprised by the apology. You had a little incident that but T.I., you are a famous rapper now.
Yes, I am.
/ actor.
Yes, I am.
Your skin has to have thickened a little bit. Like, you got to be able to deal with people saying stuff.
Certain scenarios and situations from certain people, maybe. I am somewhat passive under certain circumstances, but there are certain levels of disrespect that cannot be tolerated. With all due respect, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't get me wrong, man. Like, I aspire to be the way that you're telling me to be. That's what I'm working for. But don't test me before I've studied. You know what I'm saying?
But you aspire to be.
I aspire to be that way. That's what I'm working for.
In the meantime, watch what you say.
Please.
Feature Jay-Z off the album. That's what that song was called. Let's go to the crowd. What's your name? Where you from?
My name is Alton from Brooklyn.
Alton from Brooklyn.
BK.
What's up, homie?
I'm good. I'm good.
You got a question?
Yeah. As far as growth goes, right? Where do you see yourself now as you did, like, when you first dropped your first album?
I mean, I see myself now, in a lot of ways I've grown, in a lot of ways I've come so far, but in a lot of ways I'm still the same. You There's certain things that I still do for myself. Like, I still go to the grocery store myself. I still...
Do you?
Yeah, real talk.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ask anybody, they'll tell you.
Seen you in the supermarket?
In the supermarket, shopping.
With the ice on?
With maybe not. It depends, you know.
You do laundry?
Now that I do not do.
No laundry. Did you ever?
No, I did not.
So they didn't change.
I told you some things stay the same. I cook, I cook.
You do cook?
Yeah, I cook. I cook for my kids every morning, and I cook.
Yeah.
And I cook dinner. I cook dinner probably once a week.
Once a week you're cooking dinner?
Yeah.
T.I. is cooking dinner once a week.
Real talk.
What do you cook?
Cook a lot of things. I had some shrimp, some chicken and shrimp pasta with the pesto and Alfredo.
Nothing out the box?
Sun-dried tomato.
Really?
Yeah. Cheese and broccoli.
Out the box?
No. Frozen.
Little frozen. That's okay. That's all right. Nice.
I do, what else, man? Smothered chicken. I do, black-eyed peas. I do...
Look at your husband.
Barbecue.
Look at your husband. Pretty good, right? What's your name? Where are you from?
My name is Shadisa, and I'm from Staten Island, New York.
What's happening?
I wanted to know, what artist, inspired you on the whole to, start music?
Start music? I can't remember who inspired me to start rapping. I was rapping, a long time before I even knew that I could make money off of it. I started, when I was 7, 8.
Really?
3rd grade.
Wow.
Whenever that was. I started rapping. The first rap I remember memorizing was LL, I'm Bad, the first verse.
I'm bad.
Nobody can rap.
You still know it?
Like I can. I mean, yeah, it's LL.
Okay.
And I used to run around the house and rap that at 6 years old, And then from there, my uncle bought me my first NWA tape. And then
Hold on, how old were you?
I was about 8.
That's so inappropriate.
I mean...
that was so inappropriate of your uncle.
I mean, come on, man. I knew the difference. I knew it was... I was a ghetto kid. I wasn't like a suburban kid. It was a little different. I was ironing my own clothes at 4 years old. You know what I'm saying?
That's great. Are you still ironing your own clothes?
Negative.
Really? No iron?
No.
Supermarket ironing?
I'll be wrinkled first.
Really?
It's just love me.
You throw it in the dryer. Throw it in the dryer.
Love me or leave me alone, baby. I mean.
All right. Well, we gotta handle some BI. We're gonna come back with a song called. Let me see what we're gonna do. I think. Bring them out?
You want to Bring them out? Yeah, let's do that.
We'll do a little throwback, bring them out.
Absolutely. One time for Swiss Angie.
And we're going to get to a couple more joints on the album and some of the more questions in the crowd.
Cool.
And we got text messages coming in, so you can hit us from home, too, at 75759. We are live. It is the T.I. in Studio series. The album is in stores tomorrow.
Go get it, people.
T.I. versus T.I.P. The Hot 97. No more.
The Hot 97 in Studio series with T.I. returns in seconds.
Hey!
NYC, what's happening?
We are live. This is T.I. in Studio series. Okay. T.I. versus T.I.P. is in stores tomorrow, people.
Hey, man, that's very important, man. It's the absolute best that hip-hop has to offer right now. No exaggeration.
I am curious how you feel, because some of the reviews have been not the best.
Yeah.
And I wonder how you feel about reviews. And
I mean, you know what I'm saying? You never know who's doing these reviews. You never know if they're a fan of T.I., if they're a fan of hip-hop. But, this is an album that's very, very personal to me, and I put 100% of myself in it. So, if you care anything about me, if you care anything about what it means to be T.I. or T.I.P. or be a part of Grand Hustle, then this album's gonna mean a lot to you, and you're gonna really, really see where I'm coming from. And another thing, it's a thinking man's album, so and everybody ain't that smart, just to be quite frank with you. So some people it may take a little longer than others to catch on, man, but it's all good.
But when you let's say you read something and somebody has a harsh opinion, XXL Source or somebody like that, what do you? Are you mad?
Nah, I'm not mad. I don't hold it against the magazine.
You call them?
Nah, I don't do that. If I happen to see it, if they say something disrespectful,
then you make a call.
Yeah, I make it. I've never had to do that before. You know what I'm saying? But as long as it's just their opinion and they entitled. You dig that? But I already know they're gonna change their mind. I will make a mental note of their name, and then when I run across them again in the future, I say, so how you feel about it now? If you recall, we had the hardest time with what you know about that. like getting it on the radio and getting, you know, getting the spins up. But, you know.
Not in New York, not in Hot 97.
Nah, absolutely not. But,
we
you know.
went early,
but, you know,
so you're clear.
But, you know, we see these same people and we meet eye to eye, and I say, so how you feel about what you know about that now? And then, you know, they don't really have nothing to say, you know. Right. So I'm just, you know, it's just time, man. Time. Yeah.
Time. All right, let's go to the crowd. What's your name? Where you from?
Georgia from Milltown, New York.
Hey, what's up, baby?
You have a question?
Yes, I do. How did you feel when you first heard your first song on the radio?
Jeez. Okay. My first song on the radio. That had to be around 2000. That was somewhere around 2 Block 9s, Shaft soundtrack. Man, that's a long time ago. I mean, of course, I was proud of myself in the sense of accomplishment. But you know, it never stops. You never feel like
you still get excited.
Yeah, you never feel fulfilled. You know what I'm saying? Like I still feel like what you know about that could have been bigger. I feel like King could have been bigger. I feel like Big Things Poppin' could be bigger. I feel like, you know what I'm saying? It's always the next plateau, the next level of excellence that you're trying to take yourself to.
But do you even enjoy it? Like when you turn the radio and you hear Big Things Poppin', you're like, oh man, there's my song.
You very rarely get a chance to, unless you leave out the house, your videos on TV, you get in the car, your song on the radio, then you go somewhere and people taking pictures. You know, it got to be a series of events.
Before you start feeling yourself.
Yeah, because, you know, everybody get a record played on the radio nowadays.
Oh, not everybody.
Not everybody as often, but, you know, a lot of people.
Yeah, well. All right, we're gonna get to the next joint, which is you know what I want to ask you about too, and please don't let me walk out of this in studio series and not talk to you about this Al Sharpton sit down that you.
Oh yeah. Hip Hop versus America on BET. Yeah. Y'all gonna want to watch that.
Yeah, I got questions about
One for hip hop, everybody. One for hip hop.
Nice. All right, so my swag is what we're gonna get into.
That's right.
Tell me about it.
I mean, you know, for everybody who considers themselves international men of mystery.
Is that what you are?
Yeah, man.
Wow.
Globetrotting. You know
You're an international man of mystery.
Yeah, you know, you can catch me in any part of the world, man. Any given moment, man. I'm gonna still be doing my thing, and my swagger will enable me to do so.
Okay.
Thanks, Wyclef. I appreciate that, pimpin'.
Wyclef is going to be called My Swag. It's off the album in stores tomorrow. T.I. versus T.I.P. and it's the T.I. in Studio series, and we are live today on High 97 Hip Hop.
Get it.
Sorry, you're going in. That was my swag.
That's right.
High 97 in Studio series. We're live today.
Extra special thanks to Wyclef, man. You know, Clef provided a whole nother element for the album. You did.
So he's on 2 songs on the album.
Yeah. He did one for T.I., one for T.I.P. That was T.I.'s selection.
That was T.I. That was
T.I.
Okay, and then aren't you doing some other stuff for him? I don't know if you.
Absolutely, yeah. You know, I'm the associate executive producer for his next project. And it's phenomenal. It's phenomenal. He got another one with Mary, Off the Chain. He got one with Chameleon now, Off the Chain. Me and him did one kind of like we were cellmates in jail. Like I was the young guy just getting there. He was the old guy, been there like 20, 30 years.
Where did were you always cool? Were you guys always cool? Or
I mean, we was always cool, but we had never worked together until, you know, he just called me and was like, I need to come to Atlanta, use the studio. Got one? I was like, yeah, I got one. Come on, you know. And that weekend we did 7 songs, and
crazy.
We've been in touch every day ever since.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, good. All right, so wait, a few things. We're gonna get to the crowd in a minute. Well, let's get to you guys first. What's your name? Where you from?
I'm from Cheryl, from Jersey.
Okay.
Cheryl.
Dirty Jersey in the house.
Dirty Jersey.
Okay. Right on.
Are there any upcoming movies that T.I. or T.I.P. gonna be in?
I loved ATL, by the way. I know that was a while back. I haven't really seen it.
Thank you. I got a few movies. One is coming out November 2nd called American Gangster, starring Denzel Washington and Russell Crowe.
Did you say that movie was going to be more classic or better than Boys in the Hood? Is that what you said?
I think it will be just as significant as Boys in the Hood for this generation. And I feel like it's Sopranos for black people. It's intelligent an intelligent gangster movie. Like, really, I mean, like, you know how The Wire, even though it's gangster and it's hood, but it gives you a full spectrum,
right?
Like a whole.
It's well written.
Yeah, it's well rounded, and that's what this is, man. And it's a true story about the life of a guy named Frank Lucas, who ran Harlem. you know, after Bumpy Johnson died, and you know his methods and you know his methods to get.
And that's who you play?
Nah, not at all. Nah, that's Denzel.
Oh, that's Denzel.
Denzel's
Oh, right, Denzel.
I'm
that guy.
Yeah. I'm Frank Lucas's nephew.
You and Denzel, nice.
Yeah. Common's in it too. Common.
When does it come out?
RZA's in it. It comes out November 2nd.
November 2nd. Yeah. All right, we'll look for that. What's your name? Where you from, honey?
My name's Anika, and I'm also from Jersey.
Okay.
My question for you is, what do you enjoy more, rapping or acting? And when you are acting, are you T.I. or T.I.P.?
Well, I have a mutual respect for both arts, and I can't even compare the two. Like, it's a whole different feeling that I get from acting than I do from rapping. And when I act, I'm tip T.I. Harris, so it's both. You never know what emotion you got to draw from. So I got to make sure both guys on set.
We're gonna get to the next song, which is called "We Do This."
Yeah.
And I don't know what you want to tell me about it.
I think it's gonna be a rapper's favorite. It's another T.I. pick, man. I think it's gonna be a rapper's favorite. It's really, you know, it's really all the people who run around here and think they fly. You know, it's a lot of cats who do a lot of bragging about nothing. You know, so I figured I'd actually talk about something.
Brag about something instead of bragging about nothing.
You know, you don't want to salute mediocrity. You know what I'm saying? You know, when you brag, you want to be superior at it. You know what I'm saying? Do it well.
So this is what you do on this.
This is how we do this. I show you.
It's called "We Do This." It's off the album. It starts tomorrow. T.I. versus T.I.P. People.
Yeah.
We're live at the In-Studio Series on Hot 97. Let's go. We are at the In-Studio Series live. All right. We have Brooklyn here and Queens. We have some ladies over there from Jersey, right? You guys from Jersey. The BX is here, I believe.
Uptown.
Staten Island. Sorry about that, homie.
That's right.
Okay, all right. Connecticut or somebody? I don't know. All right. Well, anyway, hi, guys.
I'd say nah.
No, not too much Connecticut today, right? Okay. So the album is supposed tomorrow, T.I. versus T.I.P. If you just tune in, terrible because you're mad late. We play a lot of music, we talk about some things.
You missed a lot.
Shame on you.
Hot97.com, I guess.
Yes. T.I., you are so focused.
Hey, man, I need a job, man.
Like to get you a weekend shift or something?
Yeah, man, whatever, you know.
Did you ever have a job, T.I.?
Negative.
Nothing.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Now, I can't say that. I had 2 jobs.
What is it?
One, I was, when I was 13, my mom forged, like, she showed me how to alter my birth certificate.
Again, inappropriate.
And I got a job at Wendy's, and I worked there for about 6 months.
You cooked or you cleaned?
Nah, I worked the drive-through.
Really?
I worked the drive-through.
The little outfit and everything.
Yeah, all that. Yeah, I even have a Sunvisor cop to the side. You know, same deal. And second, after I quit that job, I wasn't really in the mind frame of working anymore.
Okay.
You know, so I did my thing, and then when I got I guess you could say, mandated to probation.
Right. Mandated.
Yeah, which it was required for you to have some form of employment.
Right.
My aunt and her husband, they got me a job at the airport, and I was cleaning planes.
Cleaning planes.
Yeah.
Find anything good ever?
Yeah, all the time, man. You know, like CD players and.
Really? And you keep it?
Come on.
I'm
black, Angie. I'm black, Angie. I never stole nothing from the plane, you know, never nothing from Delta. Like some people used to steal stupid stuff like liquor and, you know, nonsense. Right. I was getting iPods.
Nice.
It was back when iPods wasn't even really out.
Of course. So you was doing it out there.
Absolutely. You know, portable DVD players and whatnot.
Were you with your girl at that time? Were you guys together back then?
No.
No, that was way too early.
Unfortunately not.
Cute. How weird is it that people, because, you know, we were in the loop of you guys broke up.
Yeah.
And then we were in the loop of you guys are back together.
Mm-hmm.
And then, you know, and everything, the things that you have gone through, real personal stuff. How weird is that?
I mean, you know, it's difficult that people that I don't even know ask me about things that are so personal. That's why I reserve the right to like talk about it the least amount as possible. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's just because anytime a celebrity get out there and really put they relationship to the forefront of entertainment, it never withstands the scrutiny. You know what I'm saying? All of the extra opinions and just the nonsense that comes with that. It applies too much pressure to the situation, and it don't give it a fair chance. So
I think it's pretty amazing though that you guys were able to rock.
I mean, we real people, man. We do this.
Right.
Yeah.
I hear that. Okay. Don't you want to be high? Mm-hmm. This is not a question. This is a song.
I was answering the question. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Tell me about the song.
Hey, man, don't you want to be high? It's to the ladies once again, man. And this is my special letter to you, man. If your man ain't doing you right, man, I'm gonna tell you what he should be doing. So anytime you think your man's slipping, just tell him, hey, look, man, let me play this song for you. Let me school you on how you supposed to treat a lady.
Nice.
And that's what it is.
All right, let's get to it.
Yeah.
Don't you want to be high off the album?
Don't you?
Don't you?
Don't you?
T.I. versus T.I.P. and so smart. We live at the studio series, man.
Yeah.
Don't you want to be high?
Don't you?
Of course.
All right.
Well, y'all.
Well, come get with your boy.
That's off the album It's So Smart, T.I. versus T.I.P. We are at the studio series is actually pretty much almost a wrap for us. I promised though I wanted to ask you about this the sit down that you did with Al Sharpton and who else? Who was there?
We had Al Sharpton there, Nelly was there, what was it? Reverend Crouch was there, the guy who wrote the Tupac book who now works at Georgetown, he's a professor at Georgetown.
Okay.
He's a very prolific speaker and a very educated brother. I just managed to forget his name. I'm sorry.
Nice. But of rappers and artists,
but
you and Nelly.
Rappers and artists was me, Nelly, Chuck D, MC Light, I believe Mike Jones was there. It was several different segments,
Okay, got it.
Different topics of why this and why that.
Talking about the content of hip hop and
the content, like whether or not hip hop is too gangster, whether or not hip hop caters too much, or whether hip hop does too much just to generate funds. The I guess you could say the portrayal of women in hip hop videos.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of different topics, and we just sat on a panel and voiced our opinions. And me and Nelly, what I'm saying, we came off with a victory. What I'm saying, like it's one for hip hop, so y'all can pat your hands on the back.
Yeah, that's good.
I mean, they really didn't have no rebuttals to like all they had to say was this generation, and I'm like, okay. You guys in the civil rights movement, in the civil rights generation, do you not recall that your generation is right before ours? That means you raised us.
Right.
So I mean, what do you have to say about that? And that's when the room got quiet.
Right.
Master P was there.
Right. Well, it should be interesting. So it's going to air on BET, right? The whole thing?
Yeah, it's going to air on BET. I don't have a date, but I know, what I'm saying, it will be sometime in the next week or so.
That's good. I'm glad you went, because, when you...
Absolutely. I would miss that for the world, man.
Yeah, that's good. All right, so I look forward to seeing that.
Yeah.
Of course, the album's in store tomorrow. Real quick, my last couple quick questions, or last one. You're the last one, because we have to go.
Let's go.
What's your name?
Hurry up.
Sherelle McKinney from Red Bank, New Jersey.
Okay.
Jersey, what's up?
Yep.
Jersey again. Make it good.
What's your favorite rapper besides yourself?
My favorite rapper besides
That's the big question?
You mean right now today?
Yeah.
Dead or alive?
Doesn't matter.
In general.
Alive? Okay, everybody cross that line. I gotta say Jay-Z.
Jay-Z.
And I love you so much.
You.
Oh,
thank you, baby. I appreciate it. I love you too.
You gonna buy the album? I know you got a free one, but you gotta buy the album.
Yeah, you gotta get the right one, man. You gotta get,
Get it right.
Yeah, get it right, man.
All right,
show you support.
Thank you guys, all of you, for coming out and hanging out with us today.
Right on.
I hope you had a good time. I just found out there was Slatinos. I'm going in. And I just found that out. And tomorrow the album's in store. It's T.I. versus T.I.P. Baby, thank you so much for joining us today. It's always good to see you. Good luck with the album.
Thank you.
And thank you to Chevy, Atlantic Records, of course, Crash Mansion, and anything. I don't know, people listening out there. Any last words you want to say?
Hey, man, thank you for all your support throughout my career, man. Have I ever let you down before? The answer is no. This shall be no exception. You know what I'm saying? Tomorrow, the very best hip hop has to offer. I assure you. keep it pimping, partner.
There it is. T.I. in studio series, people. Stop the DJ and up the rush hours on the
DJ Drama coming soon.
And look for that too. It's Hot 97 with Hip Hop Live.
This has been another Hot 97 exclusive Money Can't Buy. The in-studio series with T.I. T.I.'s new album, T.I. vs. T.I.P. is in stores tomorrow. Special thanks to Atlantic Records and Crash Mansion. Brought to you by your local Chevy dealers and ChevyOffers.com. The in-studio series on Hot 97, where hip-hop lives.
This special T.I. in-studio broadcast was brought to you by ChevyOffers.com.